Hello everyone, welcome back to my shop. It's Josh here. It's been a little while since I've been on, put a video out. Couple updates since then. I've now got 2 kids under 3 years old. My daughter was born about a month ago. Healthy, doing well, it's good. I'm currently home on parental leave, and I have a few more weeks left, so I decided to get out in the garage and start getting some work done and get some videos out here. I started picking back up on my pickup project, so this is looking a lot better now. I'd had an issue that hung me up on it when I was working on this thing last year, where the driver's side frame rail where the power steering pump attaches to, right here, it was twisted. The lower end was in about 1.25 inches, but the top was still in the right spot. So I measured across the top, and the frame rails measured the appropriate width. When I was looking along the side, I realized there was a tilt, and I went, what in the world's going on? So I knew this had been in a collision in the right front before. It didn't mess up the sheet metal, but I think what happened was it got into the tire and pulled over and pulled on that linkage, and all the leverage from the pitman arm and all on the bottom side bent the frame with the steering box that was on it. So I've got a new power steering box on there now, and I pulled out my Porta-Power, drilled actually a hole, and put a metal strap across the top so I didn't spread the frame apart, and used my Porta-Power to spread the bottom of the frame back. Got that straightened out so I could finally get the steering linkage straight on this truck. I had a horrible time where when I had the steering wheel straight and the steering box lined up straight, my front wheels were basically pointing at like a 45-degree angle almost to the right. Like, what in the world's going on? So got that taken care of. Finally assembled the doghouse on here. It's looking pretty good. Went through. I had reupholstered this seat like 5 years ago with the black velour. It actually has seat heaters underneath it, fresh foam, got a insulation pad underneath. It's glued in under the carpet kit's put in, put a new headliner in, visors, full trim all the way around. Got the dash in here. I need to pull it out to finish doing some other stuff underneath there, but maybe put some speakers in and all. But this thing is actually coming along, and I've been trying to get it together enough where I can mount the hood on it and everything, and move it to the other garage, and move one of the Tri-5s over here, because my shop is supposed to be the welding, cutting, and grinding shop. I want to throw sparks over here, but I'm not going to throw sparks on my freshly painted truck. But anyway, this thing's looking pretty good. I'm pretty excited about it. Moving on, there's the 56 still sitting here from my last video, which is pressure washing this thing, and even more of that paint's flaking off. So this needs to be completely stripped down. It's got a few rust holes above the rain gutter there. The rockers are just rotted out. Actually, I think I got a name for this car, which is the Bath Mat Bel Air, and the reason for that being the chunk of rubberized stuff that's right here looks like bath mat or shower mat that was like put over and held in place with tub and tile, not even bonded on. So I think at the moment this 56 is the Bath Mat Bel Air. Then 57 that I've got and was working on had a really nasty cut on the firewall. Looked like somebody went through and like used some shears from the inside and peeled it up, maybe to get to bell housing bolts or something. I don't know exactly what, but I found another firewall that I bought for like 150 bucks. It's got a little wrinkle right here, which is annoying because mine's actually kind of rotted here, and I patched in some ugly stuff. I may still just kind of pound this thing back into shape and cut the good metal out and put in one patch on my car. Same thing over here. This one is actually in pretty good shape. I'm going to cut that out, and weld that into mine because the cowl's in rough shape. And then the whole reason why I got this thing was the firewall, because mine is cut from the hump all the way over to the hole for the clutch right here. So I got this one. I can cut my new piece from it and stick that in my 57. And that thing is tucked behind all sorts of just junk right here. And I got the seats, and this is 2.5-inch exhaust in there, bucket seats. But anyway, this one I'm going to push in, and that's getting this 350 and 5-speed in it. So yeah, when I get the truck out, next one that's going in is this 57. Do some work to it. I just want to get that up and going fairly quick. And there's the good old 55 210. It's still sitting up on my lift. I'd like to put my rear end under that thing and get it off the lift so I can use the lift for building this 57. So lots of shifting and rearranging needed to be done here. Here's a another project one. It's a 56 210 two-door post. I was just pressure washing yesterday, so I pulled these. These are the bath or the floor mats out of the bath mat Bel Air over there, but they cleaned up really nice. So I just set them back here to dry yesterday. But this thing, it's got the front clip from the 56 4-door that I hauled home at the same time. These were a package deal, so I paid like $3 grand for 2 cars. The 56 4-door was a parts car for this 56 2-door. So I grabbed the whole front clip and just kind of set it on roughly. It's got a lot of work to do. This door is bent in. I can probably pop it out. And then this door has a bit of rot in the post and up across the top. And then of course it looks like it's been shot by a 45 a couple of times. I think that's where these went. And the trim has some dents in that as well. But I picked up a set of 2-door doors that's in better shape than the ones that are on this car. So I thought I could either use it to 2-door convert this 57 or spend less time and make the 56 nicer again. But yeah, this thing's probably going to be the last one that goes in the garage. I think my order of operations is going to be get the 57 up and going after the truck's out of the way. Work on the 57, get that 5-speed and the 350 in there, and just get it going so I can have some fun. I don't care much on the interior of it. It's kind of a rough car anyway, and especially being a 4-door. People don't care about it that much, so I can just have some fun. Anyway, get the 57 going, then push the 55 in, and finish up the sheet metal work on that thing and get it going as well. And then actually the bath mat Bel Air, it's the nicest trim level one that I got. That one's going to be like an LS swap overdrive transmission for my wife. Just a cool cruiser. So fix up the sheet metal work that it needs, give it a nice paint job, kind of like I did on the truck, kind of a garage paint job on it. LS swap, so it's a fun, cool, boring cruiser. That's fun. But the 56 2-door here, that one's not going to be a fun cruiser. Or at least boring. I picked up the engine and transmission for it today. It's sitting right here on the trailer. And it was advertised, it's like a Facebook marketplace find. Guy advertised a 454 and turbo 400. Okay, cool. You know, kind of dirty, but if it's running, that'll be a cool way to get my truck project, or the car project, up and running quicker, you know, with an actual running engine. And that's what it was advertised. It ran. So I go over and check the thing out and get back here and clean off and look up the casting number, 102-37300. That's a 96 and up 502 block. So Gen 6 502 crate motor. So this thing, the guy said it was sitting in a Cadillac that his buddy had, and when his buddy passed, his wife had him come in and clean the property out, and he pulled the engine trans out of the Cadillac and crushed the caddy. And this thing sat under a lean-to for I think like 2 years, so it was partially open. So I need to go in, pull the valve covers. I want to use my bore scope, pop that in the cylinders, make sure those are okay, just kind of give it a look through once over. But same thing with the Turbo 400. I might just grab that, and there's a trans shop here where you can do kind of quick trade-ins. They already have them built, and might do that. We'll see. But I'd like to get this thing, if I can get it up and running as it is, that'd be great initially. I love that it comes with all the serpentine kit on there. But if I find something and I gotta go ahead and tear it down and build it, I think it's a good spot to build from. But for $500, I figured it was worth the risk of dropping that money. And yeah, as I was leaving, I let the guy know, I was like, this wasn't a 454, this is a crate motor. It wasn't from a 1990 Chevy truck. It's actually a 2006 crate engine. It just happened to be a little dirty. And yeah, it was sitting in a dirt floor, like shed or whatever, Quonset hut type thing. So it's got some dust and dirt on it, but I'm gonna grab some citrus strip and get all this old paint off the valve covers and probably paint those back up, and I'm gonna grab some super clean and my pressure washer and get the engine just kind of degrimed here. And after I get it degrimed, then I'm gonna pull that Turbo 400 off, and that'll make it easier for me to get my trailer back in the garage, and I can get my engine crane on here and get it off. So instead of being like 800 and something pounds with both of them together, I'll drop it down to 670 or whatever the main block is. That'll be a little safer to play around with. But anyway, just showing you guys a little update of what I got going on. Tons and tons of projects, and a lot less time with the little ones than I used to have. But I'm still going to try and keep pushing out content when and where I can. And thanks everybody for following. I appreciate all the new subscribers that I've been getting in the last 8-10 months since I put out my last video. And you guys stay tuned, because eventually we're gonna have a fleet of some really cool stuff here. So thanks for watching. Take care.